I'm Matt with Etrailer. If you're looking for a way to carry your skis with taller bindings from point A to point B, but you want to be able to utilize that ski lift riser a bit easier, then the Yakima FatCat EVO Ski and Snowboard Carrier is a great fit for your 2022 Ford Bronco Sport. Now this is going to be the one that can carry up to 4 skis and 2 snowboards. We can get this in a larger size that can carry up to 6 skis. So let's check it out. So the way this is going to operate is we're going to have these large buttons on the very front of it. They're really easy to use. All you have to do is press against them. And the way these are designed, if you have any thicker gloves and mittens on, you won't have to struggle with it too much. And now from this point, I can just reach over here and pull off my board. Now, the way we have it set up today, we have plenty of overhang, so we don't have to worry about really stepping into our vehicle. Now, if you have something that doesn't have near as much overhang, you might have to step inside your Bronco to take off your skis. But with it out, you'll notice we have this rubber molding, and this rubber molding is what's helping keep our skis in place so they don't knock into one another. What I really like about this design of the carrier, though, is we have really just one point where everything secures, and it's inside the carrier. Right here, we're going to have this lever. If I can find it with my thumb, this actually tightens down a hook on the outside. And to really show you what I'm talking about is when I close this up, we're going to have multiple points where we can secure this down for different thicknesses of skis, but we're going to have a lock core right here. That lock core is just going to give us more security so no one can come by and take our skis. And this also secures down the entire carrier to our roof rack. Because the way that works is underneath, we're going to have that clamp and this rubber strap that reaches all the way around and secures down to the top. And what's securing this down is this hook. And when I showed you that lever earlier tightens this down. So the only way to access that lever is if you have the key to the carrier itself. So it's a really smart design and something I really like. Now we can get a few measurements of this too. The first measurement I'm going to get is going to be the overall height. So if we just go from our crossbar to the top of the carrier, that's going to be a little bit over 4.5 inches, which isn't too bad. I'd recommend just keeping an eye out if you're going through any low clearance areas like a parking spot or a garage. Now, if you're in some really tight spots and you're really concerned with that, I recommend just taking the total height of your vehicle, your crossbars, and the carrier itself. Now, I'm not really going to get any measurements beneath it because this strap is extremely thin, so you're probably not going to make contact with anything. As for how much space we still have left on the carrier, as you can see, we have more than half of the space left up here. So you'll have plenty of space to put any smaller baskets or boxes or whatever you have on hand. Now, if you do get this in the larger size, that's probably going to limit what you can carry up here. Something you probably still will be able to, though, is probably going to be the Yakima Skinny Warrior basket. Now, earlier I talked about why this is a great option for if you have any skis that have tall bindings. And that's because we actually have a ski lift riser built into the back of it. And so that's just going to allow this to raise up by a few inches. Definitely include that measurement if you're going through any low clearance areas. So if you have those taller bindings, they're not going to be scratching up your roof. Now, this is a great option in my opinion, but if you need something that's a little bit more budget friendly, there's going to be another ski lift carrier that has a ski lift riser on it, but it just comes included, so you have to put everything together. This is definitely going to be something that's going to make your life a little bit more ease of use. But that was just a look at the Yakima FatCat EVO Ski and Snowboard Carrier on our 2022 Ford Bronco Sport. I'm Matt. Thanks for watching.